What's up guys, it's Jedi back with another reaction. Now we are currently carrying on with Five Fingers' new album Afterlife. We're currently on track 8, I believe it is. Yeah, track 8, which is Thanks for Asking. I'm not going to fuck around at all. I'm just going to get straight into it. Thanks for Asking by Five Finger. Let's get it. Oh. Okay, that's a little different. One sounds a little country-ish.
I'm alright, thanks for asking. There's a million things I'd love to say, but you don't want to hear. Yeah, it's alright, I don't need your blessings. I'd rather face the wrath of angels than the devil in the mirror. I don't think God is listening. She told us to follow, but left us behind.
I really like that. I wasn't expecting this type of song from them. It's an interesting way to roll off from Judgment Day. This is very... They've done acoustic songs in the past before, but nothing like this before. It's very interesting to hear, and I'm definitely not against it. I like it. Yeah, it's very interesting. And for the first two lines, or the first line specifically in the chorus, I don't think God... Well, 2 lines actually. I don't think God is listening. She told us to follow, but left us behind. He did the same thing in Wrong Side of Heaven, where he takes the narrative of God being a male and twists it and talks about God as a female, which I find that really interesting when people take perspectives and twist them like that. I find that really interesting and cool how they do it. So lyrically, he's doing really well with this, and very relatable as well. First verse kind of reminds me of, just, I guess it's like sarcasm. Cause I'm alright, thanks for asking, there's a million things I'd love to say. So I guess it's sort of like him being sarcastic and talking about how no one's asking if he's alright, so he's being sarcastic in that way, and then saying that there's things that he doesn't want to say to them. But then he goes on to say, I don't need your blessings, I'd rather face a wraith of angels than the devil in the mirror. Very relatable. So he's definitely on the right track with this. Looks like it's another venting song, which 90% of a lot of their albums are like fuck you kind of songs. But to me, this album has a lot more venting than it does like talking your shit in a way. Or so far, anyways. Yeah, that's so far there. So let's get back into the song.
I've never seen an angel, but I know the devil, and he told me I'm fine.
So talking about God as talking about God in the sense of being a female and the devil being a guy. That's interesting.
What doesn't kill you will only make you stronger. That's what everyone keeps telling me.
That's a famous line.
I'd rather capsize than chase an old horizon. Throw me back into the deadest of seas. I know that God is laughing. She gave us our wings, but never taught us to fly.
Okay, he is like straight up killing this chorus. I fucking love this. But the way he started off with verse 2 with a quote, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. A lot of people say that. But it sounds like, he's saying in the second verse that that's what people say, but is it really true? That's what I'm picking it up as. Because, yeah, exactly, second line, that's what everyone keeps telling me. And then for some reason, I don't know why, but when he said I'd rather capsize than chase an old horizon, throw me back into the deadest of seas. For some reason, that kind of reminded me of Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know why, but they gave me mad vibes of Pirates of the Caribbean. But I love how the first chorus was sort of more like, it was like mellow, it was soft, and now he's being more aggressive with his vocals. I really like how he does that with songs.
They say the end is coming.
Second Coming.
That's true. Well, I don't think I mind.
So I hate to keep pausing it, but so he said they say the end is coming, talking about the second coming. Because he opens up with, I know that God is laughing. She gave us our wings, but never taught us to fly. They say the end is coming, so he's talking about the second coming with that, which I didn't see that coming. And then he says, and if that's true, well, I don't think I mind. And neither do I. The world's gone to shit. So I honestly don't mind if that's coming at all. But yeah, really interesting how he said that. Ooh, I really like that.
Always knew it would come to this. Heaven or hell, I can't tell which is which.
Ooh,
Always knew it would come to this.
heaven or hell, I can't tell which is which. Shit. Now I want to touch on that real quick. So I'm not really religious at all. If I had to choose a religion, I would be, more on the Christian side. Just because, I grew up in a Christian household from when I was 5 onwards. So if I was going to go to some sort of religion, it would be Christianity. Although, I'm like, for me, because it's a weird perspective, because it's like, I know that something is out there. And I do think, a greater power is above us. We just don't know what. And I don't think it's like anything God specific or something like that, but I think there is something. But my mum brought up a really good point. It might have been a year ago when I was calling her. And she was saying how all we pretty much know is, Christianity is about, God and all that. But how do we know that God isn't the devil and the devil isn't God? And I found that really interesting because, we're raised to, think about, God is this, he's a savior. He loves everyone, which I honestly it's weird because I don't necessarily believe that, because in my head it's like, well, if you love everyone, then why let so many people go through so much? Why let people go through so much, struggle? And, talking about the second coming with everyone that believes or follows, Jesus and God going to heaven, then anyone that doesn't believe, stays here. Or that's what I've been told anyways. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, well, what if there's someone who's, like a rapist, a sex offender, has done so many horrible crimes, and they're a believer in God and Jesus, and they get taken by someone who's not a believer, but one of the nicest people in the world. Does that mean the rapist and the murderers are going to be taken because they believe in God and Jesus, and the nice people are going to be left behind because they don't believe? That's when it starts getting all twisted and shit, which is why I pretty much just stay away from religion. One, because it just, causes so much division. Which, it's just, the conversation about religion is funny because there's just so many things that have been twisted. It's not the same as how it used to be. Stories have been twisted, words have been twisted. The Bible has probably been twisted. And I really believe that the Bible has been twisted throughout history. So nothing is, the same as what it was like 1,000 years ago. It's just not the same. So, yeah, that's why I prefer to stay, atheist. I believe something's out there, but I don't believe it's necessarily God. Now, I'm going to shut the fuck up and stop talking about that and carry on with the rest of the song.
Heaven or hell, I can't tell which is which. Tell which is which. I don't think God is listening. She told us to follow, but left us behind. I've never
Okay, that was a bit of a strange instrumental outro. Kind of, it sounded like a hip hop beat in a way. So that was Thanks for Asking. That was a really interesting song to break down and talk about. I wasn't expecting that kind of lyricism from him. And the different twists of perspectives. Um, but yeah, that was. I wasn't expecting to like this very much just from first impression, but this is probably going to end up being one of my favorites off the album. So yeah, that was my reaction. Thanks for asking. If you guys have any songs that you want me to react to, just drop the artist name and the song title in the comments, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. But apart from that, I'll see you guys in the next reaction. Peace.